everyone, this is Mrs. Pouillet from the Communication Lab, and I am going to review with you how to create iMovies. Making movies while you're at home would be a great way to own your learning. You can make movies about anything. You can tell stories, you can chronicle what you've been doing with your time in a documentary style movie, do some how-to films. You can make movies about anything. Paper slide videos would be great. So I'm going to remind you how to do that. And I'm going to adjust my tripod now and point down at the iPad as I walk you through how to create iMovies. Now, before I do that, I do need to say this. I'm going to be teaching how to create iMovie, which is a free download. It is a film editing software that is free on all Apple products. So if you don't have an Apple product, the responsibility is yours to figure out some other movie editing software, and there are lots out there, some of them free, some of them just a couple of dollars, and they would be good investments. A lot of the features will be very similar, so if you get the basic skills on how to edit an iMovie, you'll be able to edit in whichever editing software you get. Okay, let's get to editing. Okay, so here I have opened up this iPad to the home screen, and I have iMovie right here. It's a purple icon with a white star and a purple filming camera. So I tap on that, and I will click on the plus to create a new movie. And then at the bottom you see blue words that say create movie, so I'm going to tap on them. Now, you can actually take pictures with this camera feature in your iMovie. So I might do that. I might take a picture of the green of the table. So I'm just pointing at the table. I'm going to take, oh, it's telling me video. So I need to take it off of video and put it on photo. And then I'm just going to take a picture. And you can use that picture if you would like by clicking use photo. So I'm going to use this photo actually to create a title that says something like, what will I do over the break? So I'm going to tap on the picture that has been pulled into the timeline, and at the bottom down here you have actions and you have a T for titles. I want you to click on the T for titles. Then you can choose what kind of a title you would like. I'm going to do this one that says pop-up because I think that's cool. I'm going to click where it says title text here, and I'm going to click the X to erase those words and then type my own. What will we do during our break? And then to get a question mark, I have to hold down the shift, which is that, and then push my question mark. Okay, so I'm done. What will we do during our break? Sometimes those words will cover up someone's face and we don't want it in the middle. If that's the case, we can click lower instead of in the center, and the words will be at the bottom. But for this, since it's just a green tabletop, I'm going to click and leave it in the center. Now you'll notice that for 6 seconds, those words will be up on the screen. So let's look. What will we do during our break? I can shrink that if I feel like that's too long by tapping on my timeline. You see the thick yellow line on the edge? I'm going to hold my finger on that and then drag it shorter. So I think 4 seconds is enough time for people to read that sentence. And now I'm going to pull in some pictures that I've taken. I actually took them on my cell phone and then just airdropped them to my photo album on this iPad. So I'm not taking them directly into iMovie. I'm going to be pulling them in from my photo media file. So I'm going to click on Photos, All, and here are the ones I wanted to pull in. So I'm going to show my children doing some things on their break. Warning, I have sped this up so that it doesn't take as long to watch, but that means my voice got sped up. Listen!
You'll notice that as I tap on the pictures, they come down and they last about 6 seconds each. And then maybe I'll wrap it up with that same green table, so I'll have kind of a beginning and an ending.
All right, so I need to look at these pictures and see how they came in. You're probably noticing that these pictures show movement, right? That's the Ken Burns effect, and we can edit that. So the way you edit the Ken Burns effect, like if this doesn't show everything I want it to show, like for example, on this picture, it should show Rosie at the bottom, but all you see are Sophia and Sylvia. So I can click on that picture in the timeline click on the scissors which say action, and I can adjust the beginning and the ending using the Ken Burns effect. So if I wanted to turn off the movement, I would just disable it, and that picture would not move at all. It just stays still. But I do want the movement. I just want to adjust where it starts and finishes. So this top blue arrow says pinch to position the start. So I think I'll start all the way at the top, showing that they even have rainbow as an option for their behavior. And then I'll click on this arrow underneath that says pinch to position the end. And I'm going to go all the way to the bottom where I can see Rosie. So now the movement's going to be a lot larger on this picture. And I'm noticing something. It's still cutting off the beginning where it says rainbow. That's because there's a transition. See those two triangles that are pointing together? Let's get rid of that. Let's tap on that transition and then click none. Now it will go straight from one picture to the next, and you can see rainbow at the top. And it gives it its full time, which means over here I can take this transition out and give Rosie her full time too. There we go. So anywhere where you see these transitions, you are welcome to take them out if they don't fit the look that you want it to have. You can also adjust your Ken Burns effect. Like maybe I want to zoom in on her eyes. So I'll start back there, but instead of zooming out, I'll actually zoom in on her pretty face. So that's an option too. If I need to shrink any of these pictures, I can. Remember, you tap on it and you pull your finger to make it last longer or to make it last a shorter amount of time. If I needed to trim off a picture, I could tap on it wherever I want it to trim. Well, I say that I can. Oh, that's a video. You can't do that with a picture. For a picture, you have to pull and trim. But if this were a video, I could actually trim the video by using the scissors. That's probably an important skill that we need to review. So I am going to take a quick video. I'm going to click on the camera. I'm going to leave it on video, and I'm going to hit record. And I'm going to point it at myself. Hello. Okay, so let's pull that. Let's say we're going to use that video. So here it is. Myself. Hello. So maybe I want to trim this video so that as soon as I say hello, I trim it and there's nothing after it. I'll pause. I'll push pause right after I say hello. Then I'll tap on the timeline and I'll use the action feature and click split. And then I can just delete that other section. So it will cut off that part of the video that I don't want. Hello. Okay, there we go. All right, so now you know how to trim off, and let's trim off the beginning too to practice again. I'm going to point it at myself. Let's pause it right there after we say point it at myself. Point it at myself. So I clicked pause. Now I'm going to tap on the timeline. This is where I want to trim, so I'll click split. Now I need to see the section that's lit up. I don't want to delete that. I want to keep that. I want to delete this section at the beginning. So I'll click on it and then click trash. Hello. There we go. All right, so let's come back in and add some text. Actually, I will show you how to add voice recording on this. So just like there is a camera feature, there is a soundbar feature, a microphone that you can press and it will start recording. So I'm not going to record on this title slide. I'm going to record on the twins in their stroller. So I'm going to put the white bar right where I want it, and then I'm going to touch the microphone to record, and then I'm going to hit record, and it gives me a 3, 2, 1 countdown. We will go on walks together. We will eat snacks in our kitchen. Okay, so I like both of those things. If I like them, I click accept. If I think I need to do it again, I would click retake. But I like those, so I'm going to click accept. You noticed probably when I hit record that it showed the white line back here. But that's because it does a 3, 2, 1 countdown. It doesn't start recording until it gets back to the spot where you had it whenever you first hit record. So let's go over here and let's get the white bar where we want it and touch record again. The older girls are going to be playing school and having their own pretend classroom. You'll see that they have a teacher spot and cubbies for center activities. They have student desk areas for working. They've even found a perfect spot to make a word wall. I click that word stop and I click accept if I'm happy with that. Now I noticed that on this picture, it doesn't show Rosie pointing up at the wall quite as clearly as I would like. So I'm going to adjust that image and take out that transition. There we go. Ooh, don't look at this messy room. We definitely want to adjust the Ken Burns effect so that we don't see this messy room. We just see Sophia reading to her sisters. Yeah, there we go. How's that for some fancy camera work? I bet that over our break we'll clean our rooms. Are you going to clean your room? Make a movie about it. All right, let's hit record. We will spend lots of time reading books together. For this last slide, let's add another conclusion with words. So let's tap on it, click title. I'm going to go with gravity this time, just to kind of change it up. And I'm going to type, I hope you make many movies while at home. Done. All right, so let's shrink that. And we are going to play it, make sure it works. I hope you make many movies while at, oh my goodness, that didn't last long enough. I had too many words to go that short, so let's extend it a little longer. So that's some good editing and revising with your videos. All right, so if this movie is finished, I can go up to the word done and click done. I can watch it and let it take up the whole screen if I click this button.
We will go on walks together.
All right, I'm going to stop it right there. If you want to save this and upload it to show me in our Google Classroom, you can save right here by pushing the box with the arrow up. Click Save Video. I always go with the smallest size option since videos are large and they take up a lot of room digitally. So I always go with the smallest saving option. And it takes a moment to export, but once this is finished, your video will not only be an iMovie project, it will actually be a completed video in your photo album on your device. Okay, see, it's exported to my photo library. So I can push the home button, go to Photos, Camera Roll, and here it is, the 49-second video. Okay, so then you could upload it to the Google Classroom and then we could all watch it, which would be really cool.
We will go on walks together. We will eat snacks in our kitchen. The older girls are going to be playing school and having their own pretend classroom. You'll see that they have a teacher spot and cubbies for center activities. They have student desk areas for working. They've even found a perfect spot to make a word wall. We will spend lots of time reading books together. I hope you make many movies while at home. Hello.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Editing means that you can clip it out and no one knows that you messed up unless you put it at the very end like a blooper reel, which are kind of my favorite part. So I'll show you one of my bloopers. Watch this. Hey everybody, I am going to use to adjust my tripod now and point down at the iPad. So I'm going to You know what? I'm doing this without talking you through it, so let me try that again. It's kind of embarrassing. But usually, if I mess up, I just make a little face and then keep going, and then I snip that part out, and you don't even know that I messed up when you watch the official video. So have fun, make movies, keep the bloopers at the end so that I can appreciate them, and share them with us. Can't wait to see what you create.